Welcome to Bria Yoga. We are practicing a 7-part chakra series, and today we'll be working with our root chakra. So meet me in Sukhasana. Bring your hands together in your lap like an open cup ready to receive. We're going to be building our foundations energetically in our root chakra to build the rest of our beautiful lives with. Sit up nice and tall, lift your shoulders up, pull them back, and drop them down. Bring your focus to the base of your spine and envision a glowing ball of red light here. And now imagine like roots growing out of this ball of red light at the base of your spine, grounding into earth and connecting to a similar ball of light, ball of energy that is located at the center of the earth, anchoring you to earth, connecting you to all life everywhere. Our root chakra is where we are connected to everyone, our community. Your basic needs are met energetically with your root chakra. And the element is earth. Doing practices like earthing, walking bare feet on the earth can help ground you and bring harmony to the root chakra. And also practicing yoga like we're doing today can help bring harmony to this chakra as well. You can grab some crystals to help with the root chakra like black tourmaline or red jasper or red tiger's eye. And then meet me in table pose, bringing your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. And then sit all the way back into child's pose, bringing your bum in between your legs, reaching your arms forward. Your forehead touches the earth. Taking deeper, slower breaths here, in and out through your nose, with a slight constriction at the back of your throat, coming into that Ujjayi pranayama. Slowly make your way into downward facing dog. Lifting your hips up into the sky, pressing down in the tips of all 10 of your fingers. You can bicycle your legs here, bending one knee and then the other. Then you can bend both knees, bring your stomach to your thighs, press back into it, and straighten your legs. Breathing here. Paying attention to where you're touching the earth, grounding into the earth. Come forward into plank. Bend your arms and slowly come all the way down onto the earth. Lift your chest up, taking a little cobra pose. Feeling your connection to earth, where your legs, your stomach, your hands, the tops of your feet meet her. Lift up with your chest and look up. Remembering to breathe here. Tuck your toes under and push all the way back into downward facing dog. Pressing down with your hands and your feet. Bend your knees, look forward, and step or hop up to the front of your mat. Bring your hands to your legs, get some length in your spine, and then fold forward. And inhale, reach all the way up, standing up into Tadasana, mountain pose. Return your attention to the base of your spine, where that red, glowy ball of light is. See the connection, the cords, or the roots shooting down from the base of your spine into the earth, grounding you and connecting you to earth. Really press down on all four corners of your feet, seeing these roots coming out of your feet and grounding you into the earth as if you were a tree, like the tree behind me. We are all connected. Breathe here, nice and deep. Inhale and reach your arms up above you. And exhale, fold forward, keeping your spine nice and long. Look up and get some length. And then bring your hands to the earth, coming into plank pose. Bend your elbows, coming into chaturanga, upward facing dog, and pressing back into downward facing dog. Really pressing into your fingers, into your feet, feeling that connection with the earth. Bend into your knees and either step or jump towards the front of your mat. Bring your hands to your shins, get some length in your spine, and then fold forward. And inhale your arms all the way up, standing up into Tadasana. Bring your hands together at heart center, and then one more time, reach your arms all the way up and fold forward. Look up and get some length on your spine. Bend your knees, bring your hands to the earth, and jump or step back into chaturanga. Press up into upward facing dog or cobra, up to you, and press back into downward facing dog. Grounding into the earth everywhere you're touching her. Pressing into all your fingertips. Pressing into the knuckles of your fingers. The balls of your feet. Maybe even your heels if they're touching. And keeping your breath nice and deep and long. Look up, bend your knees, and step or hop to the front of your mat. Look up and get some length. Forward fold. And inhale your arms all the way up to the sky. Bring your hands together at heart center. And turn to the side of your mat. Line up your front heel with the arch of your back foot and open up into warrior two, bending that front knee over your ankle, taking your arms to a T and turning to gaze over your front fingertips, keeping weight in your back foot. Breathing here. Inhale and reverse your warrior into peaceful warrior. Straighten that front leg. And then reach forward forward until you can't reach anymore, coming into triangle pose, keeping your arms in that T. One arm is going towards the earth, so either touching the floor, your ankle, your leg, and the other arm reaching up towards the sky. Keep weight in that back foot and keep taking those long, slow breaths in and out through your nose. Grounding into the earth. And then come on up. Bring your toes towards each other and then turn out your other foot, taking warrior two on the other side. Lining up your back, the arch of your back foot to the heel of your front foot, and keeping weight pressed into that back foot. Remember to be mindful of the base of your spine, keeping your root chakra in your mind's eye, visualizing it and letting it appear however it looks to you. And then reaching your front arm up, reversing your warrior, straightening that front leg, and then coming forward into triangle pose on this side. Reach forward until you can't reach anymore. You can look up at your top hand if that feels okay with your neck. Keep pressing your weight evenly between both your feet. Grounding into the earth, and then come all the way back up. Turn both your feet towards the long side of your mat, big toes slightly in towards each other. Bring your hands to your hips. Ground down into the earth with your feet and fold forward with a long spine. Pressing into earth with your hands and your feet. Keeping your spine long, I'd rather you bend your knees if you need to bend something. And now look up and get some length, and then stand all the way back up. And you can bend your knees and hop your feet together, and then walk to the short side of your mat, coming into Tadasana. Hands together at heart center. Bend your knees for a second and straighten them again if you feel so inclined. And we're going to set up for chair pose. So reach your arms up and sit back like you're in a chair. And now fold forward. Look up and get some length. Fold forward again and step back into plank. Bend your arms into chaturanga. Press up into upward facing dog. And then press back into downward facing dog. Step your right foot in between your hands, setting up for warrior one, lining up your front heel with your back heel, and your back toes are diagonally pointed towards the left side of your mat. Your arms are reaching up above you towards the sky, and your gaze is directly ahead of you. Pressing into both of your feet, straighten your front leg. You can step in a bit more with your back leg. Keep your spine nice and long. Bring your arms behind you, either palms together or fists together behind your back. Look up, get length in your spine. Grounding through both your feet, fold forward as much as you can. I'd rather you bend your knee and keep your spine straight if you want to bend something. And then bring your hands on either side of your foot and step back, taking a chaturanga, coming into upward facing dog and pressing back into downward facing dog. Step your left leg in between your hands, coming into warrior one on the opposite side. Lifting up through your arms, grounding into the earth through your feet. Breathing here. Long, slow inhales in and out through your nose. We're going to set up for pyramid pose in just a second on this side. Straightening that left leg, stepping your right foot in a little bit if you want to adjust your stance. And then taking your hands behind you, either meeting your palms together behind your back, or if that's a bit too challenging, you can bring your hands into fists and meet your fists together behind your back, which is what I'm doing. And then folding forward with a nice long spine over your left leg. Don't worry so much about how you look in a pose. Focus on how your body feels, on how your mind feels. Ground down into the earth through your feet. And then bring your hands on either side of that foot. Step back into plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and press back into downward facing dog. And then come right back into plank and lower all the way down slowly as you can. Bring your entire body onto the earth. Look up a little bit. Raise your chest off the ground. Interlace your fingers behind you and open your chest, and then let your fingers go. Lift your legs off the ground, reaching everything open, and come all the way back onto the earth, letting everything go, resting for a moment. And then lift everything up again, reaching your arms behind you, lifting your legs. And if you want to, you can reach behind and grab your feet with your hands, keeping your knees as close together, not going further than your hips. And then letting everything go. Bring your hands to where your ribs are and press all the way back into child's pose. Resting your forehead on the earth, dropping your tummy in between your legs, grounding down through your hands onto the earth, releasing any tension, breathing deep, slow breaths, and come up. Sit on up and bring your legs out long in front of you, pointing your toes up to the sky, bringing your spine nice and long, forming an L shape with your body, grounding into the earth through the base of your spine, through your bum, through your heels. It may be a bit easier to sit up on a pillow or a folded blanket or a block, anything you have. So I went to grab a blanket so I could fold it up and sit on it to help me keep my spine in a better alignment. Everyone's body is different, and this really helped me, so maybe give it a try. And then once you're set up, you can fold forward, keeping your spine nice and long, reaching for your toes, but it's totally cool if you never touch. Your body is different every single day. So, what you can do today might not reflect what you'll be able to do tomorrow. And it's all a practice. There's no need to be perfect in yoga. And we're going to scooch all the way forward. Laying back with your knees bent, bring your arms to a T and drop your knees off to one side, looking towards the opposite side. Breathing here. Come back through center and take your knees over to the other side. Again, looking over the opposite way. Still taking your nice, long, slow, deep breaths in and out through your nose. Hug your knees into your chest. Take one last deep, controlled breath and set yourself up for Shavasana. Bring your legs out wide, releasing tension all throughout your body, letting go of any controlled breathing, completely relaxing your body and your mind. I'll let you know when it's time to move. Start making small movements in your fingers and your toes, rolling out your wrists and your ankles, reaching your arms up above your head and rolling off onto your right side, taking as long as you need to here before gently meeting me back in Sukhasana. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Bring your hands to your forehead, reminding us to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to your heart center, reminding us to have clear and loving intentions. And hands to your mouth, reminding us to have clear and loving communications, sending out this wonderful energy we created together to all beings everywhere. Namaste. This practice is dedicated to and in memory of my teacher and friend, Leslie Fightmaster.